Oh, hello, everybody. I've just looked at the news. My God, the world is in a mess. Wars everywhere, and a lot of hate in bylines. And the way that everything is written, it really is phenomenal that there could be so much going on at this Christmas time, which is supposed to be a time of family and peace. I guess it's a difficult time for everybody. Trying to contain themselves and not have sort of flare ups with family and friends where the tension gets too much because they want everything to be perfect. My advice is that the concept of perfection has to go out the window. I mean, in my case, I've had a very strange couple of weeks where I um, my colonitis, which has really been going on since 2019, had a flare up. It's like IBS, isn't it? So I'm not going to be somebody who's going to be enjoying Christmas because it involves complicated food rather than simple food. And over the last couple of weeks, I've narrowed it down to having a wheat intolerance, possibly a milk intolerance, and an egg intolerance. Now, that was just through trial and error in eating those things a lot and then ending up with very big problems, actually. And I had to go to hospital, but there they gave me the wrong things. So I'm just curing it by having good diet that I know works for me. But the stress that everybody's under is ridiculous. Of course, stress activates IBS, doesn't it? But it's just ridiculous. I think everybody needs to calm down and put a peaceful thought into their mind, even if it was just for 5 minutes, because I think people have actually lost the concept of what it is to be peaceful. In many ways, they just everybody's lost the plot. I think the politicians have lost the plot. The community leaders have lost the plot. The infrastructure of management seems chaotic. They don't speak to each other. One team doesn't speak to another team, whether it's at a hospital or whether it's in a school or whether it's anywhere. Nobody seems to be united about anything. And people seem to glorify arguments rather than actually trying to figure out what is the problem and solve it. And it was very, very sad to see Bethlehem in the state that it is. It's just so tragic. It's beyond tragic. It's into something else now, and it's become disproportionate. The violence is completely and utterly. I have no words for it. Actually, I can't express how I feel about it. So, that's where we are. 2024, some people must pledge to sort out the wars in the world. They really must. My concept was that I haven't really got any New Year's resolutions yet. I've been trying to stop smoking, and I managed to get down to the last type of patch, which is 7 mils, and I think it's on its way out. I think probably having a patch as long as I've had, which is over 2 months now, is probably contributed to colonitis, wouldn't it be? So that's got to go. But my concept is this: maybe I'll go once a month to places that are for peace, that have a kind of rule or are about world peace, and go and visit these people and speak to them and maybe have a day retreat there myself. I started off with that by going to Sami Ling, which is a centre for interfaith compassion and forgiveness, as well as being for the Buddhist faith Sami Ling tradition. So I thought maybe next month I'll try and go and visit for a day another community in Britain that is about peace and promotes world peace, because we've got to have some of the opposite, away from war and towards peace. But if people don't know what it's like to be peaceful, how can they have peace? So my thought is once a month I'll go and find a group that is promoting that and have talks and see what I find out. Bye for now.